There's a D1000.
I got it. 463. Caster becomes very aware of time's passage and is bored stiff.
So you're just really bored.
In the middle of battle.
I am like, goblins?
So your character's like aware there's an initiative right now. It's like, oh god, I gotta wait a whole another turn. I can get
Come on. This is old hat. That's my turn.
That's pretty much where I'm at all the time. Very aware of time's passage and stiff. Bored stiff. That is until Sunday, because that means it's RPGN time. I'm Lindy.
And time is a flat circle, Lindy. I'm Jonathan Pruitt from WebDM.
Time is a construct. And today on RPGN, we continue to fulfill our sworn duty to bring you the most intense, wild, and hilarious moments in tabletop gaming.
That's right. So let's get started and kick down the door with this dark and spooky clip from Captain Reboot. I think we all know that most adventurers, level 10 experience and higher, they experience some dysfunction from time to time in their lives.
What do you make of these stocks? Do you think we'd be able to break them unnoticed and leave him there so that he could get out at a later date or overnight sometime?
Unnoticed?
Well, I just mean, what kind of chains are they? Perhaps you could break them now and he just stays put until the cover of night and then he's free to go.
No. Take no such action. My cover must be maintained. If it is blown, then there's no purpose of me staying in this town anyway. I'm here to find allies. I can't do that if Strahd and his people are watching me, watching Rictavia.
All right, I guess we leave him put then.
Malik sadly resheathes Shatterspike.
I'm sorry, Malik. I didn't mean to get your weapon all excited.
It's okay.
There's no reason to be embarrassed. I've heard that it can happen to anyone.
Hey now, keep it sheathed and keep telling yourself that. Meanwhile, on Adventures in the Trackless Sea, Kame the Turtle is ready to rip your balls off.
Death.
What?
I just touched her forward.
Oh, my. I feel better. Thank you.
I'm the prophet of placebo.
Oh,
powerful god of
I think I have heard of that god. That is a mighty powerful god. Yes, that is where I get my alchemical skills from, the placebo god of alchemy. I see you also worship him as well.
I know him.
He leans over. He gets up close to you and he's like, "Hey, look, now we can get some serious money here if you want to."
I put my hand on his shoulder. Look, I'm all for Cabin Empire, buyer beware. But if you're profiting off of people and they're suffering, I'm gonna rip your balls off.
Well, it seems I've run out of stock for today, so.
Let's see, a turtle monk. That's kind of like a ninja turtle. I don't remember them ripping people's balls off, though. Maybe that was the R-rated version?
That was the comics, dude. This next clip comes to us from 20 Sides to Every Story, the Dungeon Crawl's classic game, where a halfling climbs onto the back of a guy and scores our first critical hit, killing him.
Falls forward, but he's still gurgling. So you can make another attack.
Yeah.
And then you get an additional +2 because he's prone.
Right, so +4, +7, okay. And my pink die decided to follow the critical roll die, and I rolled a 20.
Nice. Okay.
Is that anything different in the old school, or is that just fighters that crit?
You crit, but you're already critting.
I'm already critting. Never mind. That was a silly question. Ooh, that is only 2 + 2 + 2, 4, 6, 7 points.
That's enough to take it down. And as you do that, as you slice at his throat, and it sounds like you do it again, you kind of just see the whole creature kind of like start to envelop on itself. And it starts to like compact and crunch. Its bones are cracking, and the whole thing is kind of folding in on itself into that maw. And then it kind of, as it does so, there's like a pop, and you're blown backward, and you hit the back wall. But his form is completely gone, and all the little rats that were crawling on him kind of scurry away and scatter.
And I hit the turnbuckle. Got it.
Hit the guy so hard that he broke the space-time continuum on that one. Ouch.
Ooh, mess around and you get your wig split. Now, next up, we've got a fairly chilling moment for you from the Zine team stream as Lorez gets into it with a potential ally.
Ridiculous raiments. And what is that voice?
It is my tongue. It's the tongue of the man who raised me, the man who saved me. Our society is poison, literally poison, spider poison. It's built up about destruction, about tearing things down. Nothing will change. The only thing that can change is the light of Lathander coming to burn out all the dark places and incinerate the society that has served neither of us well.
She looks around, very alert. Perez, they heard you speak this way. This tantrum is fine with me, but good Lord, keep it down.
It's no tantrum. It's prophecy.
There's always a prophecy.
And that guy totally looks like Jim Jarmusch. Anyway, well over at Gratuitous, in their Tomb of Annihilation game, the heroes try to speak to a mysterious person who is lurking on top of a ziggurat. And they find a creative use for a flower while they're at it.
They flew
Magical
up there. Grigori's going to point, and he can't see him, but he's going to do the classic look over there bit, right? He flew up there, and then I'm casting invisibility on myself. Hoping that he's looking away. And I disappear. And then you disappear. Alright. I'm walking up to the top of the ziggurat. Okay. You can't see him. Eventually you get to the top and you'll kick him by accident because he's sat right there on the top. You'll hear a ow, and the temperature in the immediate vicinity drops by 20 degrees. Following the advice of my friend Averine, I pull a bag of flour out of my bag and sprinkle it all over the both of us.
Effective.
Because this is why I got rid of the sea invisibility.
Why dispel magic when you could just have a bag of flour?
In my day, they called that antiquing.
Well, I know I'm adding a bag of flour to my unknowingly useful items list on my next adventure. Perhaps I could use it in a plan that's half as elaborate as the one we're about to hear in this next clip from Scraticus's channel.
Up and put it back.
I have no idea.
Right. So what we do is we think smart, not hard. We take one of these linens and we tie it to each of our limbs. We jump out and we kind of flying squirrel our way down to the ground. That way we know it's not cut.
Have you ever been a flying squirrel?
There was this one time when I shot myself out of a cannon to go onto an enemy galleon with an exploding barrel, got underneath the deck, and blow them to hell. And I look over at Ellis, isn't that right? Yeah. He's the one who lit the fuse.
I'm actually surprised he wasn't the one in the cannon.
I love Ellis. I look over at Ellis. I love you like my own son. Which is weird for a goblin to say. But I love you.
And I love it when a plan comes together.
Hey, slow your roll there, Lindy. And actually, in this next clip, it comes to us from Know Your Roll, where squeaky toys only add to the ambiance.
Doing 1d8 in the first box and then 2d8 in the second box. It's just dumb. But so it's 15.
It's just flip-flop, yeah. What is going on? I can't play this environment.
Well,
Dingo's having a
sucks
war
to
with
be you.
something.
He's got his toys, he's whipping them out.
It's okay. It's fine.
And then I actually have 4 feet of movement, so Nilikil's going to back up a spot.
I can't even see him,
Like he
so
knows
it
when
looks
you're
like you're
talking.
making those sounds.
How do you know he's not?
Just squeezing it between his thighs.
That's a weird thigh master, dude.
Pets. They'll pause the game at the most inopportune times.
I don't get it. Anyway, now we're gonna fly over and away to a little game called Monster Hearts, where seduction rolls don't always go as planned.
Send your hand down the front of Kevin's pants. Roll with hot to turn him on.
+3. Jesus Christ, that's so many.
And yeah, add +3. Because you are
Let's
just
see how it goes.
bold as fuck.
What?
I'm sorry.
was not
I'm
meant to
sorry.
be.
I don't know if
It
anyone.
was.
Guys, I muted myself because I knew I was
I
going to
love
scream.
this.
But I said before the roll popped up, it's going to be a 5. I'm not fucking kidding.
Yeah, and that's why people should never call their rolls. You just tempt fate. But better luck next time, Summer.
Or maybe you should call your shots, like Babe Ruth, as Raven from Castle Mac shows us that it can roll both ways.
One will be that one.
Okay.
2020.
Oh my
I said it. I didn't realize what I was saying.
Double crit.
I'm sweaty.
Whoa.
I don't need your blast.
Oh shit.
Dress, I'm gonna let you roll damage, but a double 20. You just straight up blast their little burning bodies right.
Blast their butt.
Like legs gonna.
Well, blast my little burning body.
Whew! Let's turn up the heat in here with this next smoldering clip from Dice Camera Action. A mermaid heals Evelyn by kissing her, and she's more than a little excited about it.
You have 10 hit points. And you awaken to find that you have just been kissed on the lips by a mermaid.
Oh.
Go on.
Things are looking up now.
Yes.
What kind of?
You
Please
see,
describe the mermaid.
you see,
Oh gosh.
you see this beautiful sort of naked, bare arms and shoulders, woman with a fish-like lower body, her hair black and dark, but her eyes a sparkling green like jade.
Man, Evelyn's first kiss
she's
is
wearing-
being human again, and it's a mermaid.
She's wearing coral. She's wearing some coral jewelry, and you can see, sort of sidling up underneath you, is her giant seahorse companion.
This kiss is so good, it's literally giving me life.
Yeah. And yes,
Evelyn's magical adventures.
It is a healing kiss, and you feel instantly sort of rejuvenated. And then when this beautiful
What happens under the sea stays under the sea? I'd be swooning too.
Oh my, nothing fishy with that there, folks. Well, over at Welcome Party RPG, the group kills someone with a corpse, and the DM just can't handle it.
Your strengths go doubled.
Oh my god.
Wow. You just killed a man with a corpse.
Party. Yeah.
That's got to be a strike, right?
I mean, isn't that basically what a necromancer does anyway, but with magic?
Maybe it's because I'm dead inside, but necromancy always gets a rise out of me. Anyways, over at a little game we like to call Starward Bound, Elry the Arcane Trickster quietly admits that he does not like the space hamsters.
I don't like the hamsters. Between you and me, E404. And don't respond, why don't you like the hamsters real loud? You need to whisper. And I don't like the hamsters. I think they're getting between me and Dakul. I think they're getting between me and Hilda. I think I was the hamster before all this happened, and now they have hamsters. Xander's dead. It's been a rough couple days, E404.
Sounds like Grimjack 21502 is having a little bit of middle child syndrome there, but with space hamsters?
Yeah, and that DM really needs to be a little bit more professional during this game.
Definitely.
But this next clip over from PowerScore RPG blog, Jim Davis as Orion joins the ranks of royalty.
I mean, what is what else do you have other than the armor?
Gems and jewelry, necklace, bracelet, a ring for every finger, a crown.
Okay, I'll take a crown.
Oh, okay. So she gives you like
a little cold crown.
The dinosaur crown. It's got like dinosaurs on it. It's worth 2,500 gold.
The dinosaur crown.
Yes, we back when we were thinking about having one ruler of Port Nine Zaru, we made this crown.
Oh, jeez.
But the 7 merchant princes run it, and it sort of works. So I guess you're the honorary ruler of Port Nine Zaru. We could call you King Orion.
Okay. I'll take it.
He like struts around with his new spear and shield and crown on his dinosaur.
I'm the king of Port Nine Zaru.
Windra's just like, oh.
He's gonna be like Emperor Norton, right? Like everybody just like humors this little kobold.
Don't tell him it's not real.
I mean, first you get reincarnated as a kobold, and then you become king of the dinosaurs. Not a bad day.
Tom Petty was right. It's good to be king. But over at Dark and Dicey, it's not easy pretending to be somebody's girlfriend, especially with a 3-foot size difference.
If I may, I want to take it back, and then on myself, I want to use Pass Without Trace.
Oh, is that, well, what does that do exactly?
So that gives me a +10 to stealth checks. And
Okay,
I
cool.
want to use that and try and sneak past.
That
like, as
doesn't
he
have
goes
like a
into.
blanket effect.
Okay.
Wait,
Let me see.
Can't get
Radiates
multiple
from,
of us.
from
I
from
whisper.
the
I want to
duration.
whisper in your ear.
Hey, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you. So yes, I would like to try and like get us all to be like stealth, except for him. He's doing a great job.
All right. So are you close enough to Kovacs now to whisper invisibly?
No, to her.
Oh, her. Okay.
Hey, pretend you're his girlfriend out trying to get him back outside. Cause a scene.
I'm 3 feet shorter than him. Shouldn't that
I like him short. Size matters not.
You just randomly mutter, "I like him short." That's nice, sir. You're still gonna have to leave.
I think the moral of that story is size definitely does matter.
I think that's just because you're short, Lindy. Well, let's all join hands and check out this next clip from Legends of Evantris, where Nick the Nasty makes a new friend.
Was you at Goldhaven? Was you the one whose name was saying was from Goldhaven?
No, don't you ever repeat that ever.
I'm sorry.
I pissed on a lot of people from Goldhaven.
A lot of us died there. A lot of us died there. Just for Orpheus and Deidre, she ended up being a traitor. And I think Orpheus is going to be a traitor too. And keep grabbing just like you're right. I think he's going to betray all of you. That's what I think.
Let's do what
He's a
Nick
warm
here
blood.
says. We'll release you and you take us to the rest of your gang.
We offer you our protection. I'm going to do the voice again. We offer you our protection, but you gotta work with us. You hear? And Vic the Vicious, you saw how he killed everybody, and he's rescuing you. Has Krem done that for you? No, he caged you up like a rat, like an aminal.
You know, I get by with a little help from my friends.
Yeah, and we're going to try with a little help from our friends back over at Know Your Roll, in which the group rolls 3 nat 1s while trying to skin a Yeti.
The arm and just...
All right,
Now, Garrett and I will both help hold it. And
Jesus! Both of you to make dexterity saves.
Put it down! Put it down! It's cursed. It's cursed. Put it down. I don't want to see it. We're done with the Yeti,
What the
okay?
fuck is going on today?
We're done with the
Gold
Yeti. Put it down.
Alice over here just like, I'm the guy that makes ritual sacrifices to a...
No one sees you stepping up to do shit.
I just said it. Let me do it.
Nalikil, you take 5 points of slashing damage as third time's the charm. Sure enough, he follows through too hard. The skin just rips. He swings it like a horizontal arc. Garrett Reeves ducks, and it just sinks right into your shoulder.
I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna kick it out of their hands. Like I'm gonna kick it into the.
Save the Yetis, Lindy. Especially at Academy where they're half off this month.
There's more than one way to skin a Yeti. But now, get out your Ouija boards. In this next clip from Uncanny Adventures, Dustin is possessed by a ghost and turns against his own party members and drops them with a reckless attack.
And they're going to attempt to just kill it. So they will both attack. First attack will hit and does 6 points of piercing damage. The hand will make it save. And then
Are you sure you're rolling these right?
I am rolling them right, unfortunately. He will hit and do 4 points of piercing damage, and the hand will still stay alive. His hands are insane.
The most hilarious thing ever.
It is hilarious.
By hilarious you mean terrible, then yes.
Alright, so the guards don't know what to do about this. They're starting to panic a little bit now, and they're yelling at their comrades, "Get the hell over here, these things are really dangerous." And the moneylender's like, "I'm not paying you to all die."
Now talk about close encounters of the reckless kind.
Does that come before or after the third?
That's only if they're in a frenzied rage.
That's a bonus. Now, let's assume our spectral form and travel back to Castle Mac as Lydia, playing Esme, gets very lucky with her first swing with a Vorpal sword.
It's up to you. Whichever one you'd like to hit.
Doesn't matter.
You probably would have heard Caecilius yell at me, "Concentrate on one if you can."
She's a little far though.
Yeah, I can't get over there. I'll get tons of
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. So
Yeah.
attacking the one with the witch bolt.
Oh my God,
she did the thing! Holy shit! You see, she casts Bless, stares at him, wields this new sword, swings upward, and in a clean, head flies off.
Damn.
The rest of the body falls and collapses on the ground. The
Holy
first
shit!
go on your sword! It could go all the way! Nice. I regret giving you that.
I was gonna say,
Okay, what do you do?
I fucking celebrate.
oh my God.
Back, and it's gone. I think we all finally remember the first time we handled our Vorpal sword.
You need to settle down. You'll go blind. Well, let's slip twixt the land between two rivers and hear the newest hit from Gildan's new Bad Boy mixtape.
Grant, you weren't here last week to kick us off, so I think, yeah, here we go.
You know, Jim Davis, if there was a bugbear to save us, it'd be Baloo, the pure, the gracious. His spells are advantageous. And if it's a tiefling we need to treasure, we got our homegirl Myrrh. Her business is your pleasure, but she's a size queen and she measures. So if you can then try the lizard Icky, the tall, the strong, the fast. But if you're going to try her, you're going to try her centipede that'll paralyze your jabroni ass. Which leaves Ellie, our precious human. She's more than fast, she's zooming. You think she's Sonic Boomin'. She's got the hottest moves in the roomin'. So go easy on poor Gildan. My raps may take a while, but here in the land between two rivers, we do it goblin style.
Grant's the man. Simple as that.
Yeah, he spits hot fire, and I'm sure that just makes Baloo all the more jealous. Easily one of the most colorful games that we have for you here today is the Bubberknot with Crimson Crown. And in this clip, we are reminded once again that sometimes spellcasters can cross the line.
Shooting their way at Mogar.
Wait, what? She makes it look like dicks?
She's directing the energy to make it look like a floppy boner. Okay. And what's the other one looking like? Same situation?
Yeah, but can I get that one directed towards DJ?
Yeah. Then go ahead, roll a d4 plus 1.
A floppy boner? What kind of oxymoron cast that?
Talk about getting boned by magic missile. Meanwhile, over at the Unexpectables, Scarbles has a bit of a crush.
I mean, you really like this guy, right?
I really do. Those luscious locks, that incredible underbite.
His sharp teeth and the way his hair covers his...
And 7
Covers
gold
his eyes.
pieces! 7 gold pieces!
All right, I give him the poster.
She like grabs it and like in goblin fashion, like skitters like into a hole in the wall and disappears.
Is there just a hole in the wall that she skitters into? We've never noticed.
Yeah, it's just like near the kitchen.
Does anyone have a
What
giant?
has happened there?
Does everyone have a giant cork and we can just hammer into that?
You guys are absolutely savage to our staff tonight.
We've missed him so much.
And I'll be in my bunk.
Just please put a sock on the door this time. Over on a little ensemble piece I like to call Critical Role, a fight for fun turns a bit deadly.
So you feel this sudden strange surge of adrenaline and energy. Time around you seems to slow ever so slightly as you watch Jester start rushing in to swing towards you. Faster than you expect, though. What are you doing?
I'm gonna punch her in the face and cast Inflict Wounds!
Oh,
What?
You just got this!
At first level?
I thought we were having funsies! First level.
Okay.
I could do it at third, but I'm doing it at first.
Okay, so it's a relatively soft punch, because you're using it as a delivery method for the spell. So it doesn't do any actual punch damage. However, you do have to roll to see if you connect.
Oh my God.
So make a melee spell attack.
Oh. 18? That hits.
All right.
Oh no.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Oh no.
I believe that's 3d10 necrotic.
10, I think so.
Oh God.
Let's okay.
Well, that sure escalated quickly. She really doesn't jest around.
Yeah, you really should punch with your words first. And in this next moment from Encounter Roleplay's Doors to Darkness, we see the great lengths that Mildred will go just to get that senior discount at the local motel. Mildred is distracting the proprietor of the establishment currently. So just ignore that. Don't think about that. We're not thinking about that. And then Seth will then quietly walk behind the counter and try to find that ledger. Yeah, sometimes in Call of Cthulhu, it's not the eldritch horrors that get you; it's the elderly ones.
That sounds like something you need to bring up to your therapist, Pruitt. Speaking of smutty moments, we've got a dirty Star Wars clip for you from these guys over at Lost Initiative, and I think we can all agree that Star Wars and erections just go hand in hand.
Okay. So the failure canceled out the only success.
He doesn't believe you, but he's somewhat turned on.
And then you...
He gets a boner.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm not actually using a triumph on a boner.
I'm not actually using it. Seriously, she's like, I'm not actually using a triumph on a boner.
To be clear, this is not a triumphant
triumph
boner.
on a boner.
I mean, but it's like lightsaber. Never mind. It would have.
Yeah, it just goes to show you need to be careful where you erect your lightsaber.
Join me, Pruitt, and together we will rule the internet as host and co-host of RPGN.
But I thought we were both co-hosts.
Anyways, it's hard to fail your perception check on this next clip to see that Chunk takes a bit of a spill.
This one, Donnie Darko.
His name's Frank.
Chunk!
Where'd you go?
Oh no!
Nowhere. I spilled a drink all over the table.
Yeah.
I was afraid of that. Yeah, straighten up, Chunk. Come on.
He needs to do the truffle shuffle. Well, it's time for a feature we call Critical Hits. This time from those warriors at Arcadum with a huge critical leads to massive damage.
My balls.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I really hope that hit.
I mean,
Natural 20.
No, I mean like they
Roll
do
damage.
weird bullshit.
Roll
Roll
all the
damage.
No, but
damage.
still. Fighters on the
That's
net.
a second level too.
It's
Oh
10d6,
my
I'm
Yes.
pretty sure.
Yep.
Roll it.
Yep. Roll it, dude.
Oh my god.
I hope you this fucker explodes.
It's a radiant.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
The Hikari plate brighten as the energy of the Hikari and the Hell Knights flows through you, Zabarak, and into your radiant bolt. It fires out as not just the radiant bolt that you have casted, but those that have walked before and have worn the armor in your stead. You are their inheritor of their wrath, of their pain, of their purpose. The demonic Temptress is not even allowed to scream as her head is removed from her shoulders.
Bang! Zoom! Right in the kisser. It seems she got a bit ahead of herself.
Yeah, and while that was a critical hit, here's a clip from Critical Miss, and apparently there's a lot of sexual tension between the two wood elves of the party.
Want to roll the hit dice now to see how much you level up by? Go ahead.
Farewell.
Numbers so
After doing that, I would just like you all to know Richie really wants Dyrus and Xanyar to fuck.
Damn.
That's awkward.
I bet
There's
he
a
does.
lot of sexual tension. Good God.
We're both wood elves.
No, when you said every
We'll be wood elves if we're together.
Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, who says this game can't be played on the hardwood? Hey, Lindy?
Well, it is a sexy game, Pruitt. And speaking of sexy games, over on the Saving Throw show, the group has a really hard time pronouncing Ferk's name.
So a stone passes through the spectral form and it looks at you very angry, but then it focuses back on Ferk. Did you want to move or anything?
Ferk.
No.
Ferk.
Ferk. Fark?
Ferk.
Fark.
There.
Fark card holder.
There.
Fark card holder.
Far.
Kark fart holder. Ferk.
Kark fart
Cargo pants.
Well, Ferk that.
And Ferk you, Lindy's cool, and I'm out. Well, not quite yet. You know, folks, we have a lot of fun around here at RPGN, but we understand the value of human and demi-human life. And so as we reach the end of the show, we arrive at a little segment that we're going to call Rest in Pieces. So let's all remove our hats and acknowledge this clip from Know Your Role as a zombie ogre ambushes and subsequently murders a first level sorcerer.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, he is. Ready?
Yep.
Rolling with advantage for surprise.
Ow.
I 100% hit. This is gonna hurt.
Gonna pay for that.
A lot. Ba-boom! 18 points of damage. Crunch.
Dead.
What's your hit point maximum?
8.
Oh, so that kills you outright, huh?
Mm-hmm. Just flat out dead.
Massive damage. Crunch.
Stop it.
The rest of you may roll initiatives.
Goodbye, first level sorcerer, and may a flight of angels sing thee to thy rest.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up. I've got a game or 12 to play later. Listen, folks, if you, on your travels, find a moment from online tabletop gaming that you'd like to see on RPGN, please send it to Sean McGovern over at PowerScore RPG. You can hit submit on Twitter at PowerScore RPG.
Or you can just shoot an email to powerscorerpg@gmail.com.
We'd also love to give a special thanks to our producer, Brandon Herbert from War Eagle Keep, and most sincere thanks to everyone who submitted clips this past week. Keep it up, guys. We love it, and we cannot wait to see more.
We're so glad that you folks are enjoying the show. Have an awesome week, and may the dice ever roll in your favor.